Hello everyone. In this presentation, I will solve another problem on series DC circuit. This is our problem 4. See, in this circuit, there are 4 resistors R1, R2, R3 and R4. The value of these resistors are not given. We have to calculate R1, R2, R3 and R4. The source voltage is 100 volt and source current is 16 milliampere, which is our given data, and the point of this voltage is 48 volt. The point of this voltage is 12 volt. We are naming this point. Suppose this is our point A, this is point B, this is point C, this is point C. See, point D is connected to ground. Okay, I have told you earlier that the potential at ground is 0 volt, and this is point E. Okay, now the all these 4 resistors are connected in series, because see, these resistors are getting the same amount of current, 16 milliampere. Okay, all these resistors are getting the same amount of current, 16 milliampere, so these resistors are connected in series. Now we have to solve the problem. Okay, we'll solve this problem by the similar method which I have used in my earlier lecture. Solution. See, we don't know the potential at point A. Okay, we don't know the potential at point A, though you may get confused that by that potential point A is connected to the higher potential of this source E. Okay, there may arise some confusion there, so listen carefully. You may see, or you are seeing, that point A is connected to the higher potential of our source, and the higher potential of our source is 100 volt. So you may think that point A is 100 volt, but that's not true always, because the potential of this battery is 100 volt. So if higher potential is at 100, the lower potential must be at the 0 volt, because we know, because we are having the value of this battery is 100 volt. So if the higher potential is 100, that means the lower potential has to be 0. But see, the lower potential is not connected to ground. The lower potential is connected to minus 20 volt source. So the potential difference is 100 volt. That's right. That's true. The potential difference is 100 volt. That is true. But the higher potential is not at the 100. Okay, the higher potential is not at the 100. The higher potential is maybe higher than 100 volt, and the difference of these two potential is 100 volt, which is given. Okay, so please don't get confused or don't do any mistakes by taking this node voltage, or the point of this the voltage of this point is 100. Okay, don't do mistakes by that. So here, see, at this point B, the potential is 48 volt. Okay, at this point B, the potential is 48 volt, and at this point C, the potential is 12 volt. And from B to C, what is the amount of current? The current is 16 milliampere. So we can calculate the branch BC first. Okay, see, at branch BC, say at branch BC, we know that I is equal to voltage at the higher potential minus voltage at the lower potential divided by resistance of that branch. And what is the amount of current here? The amount of current here is 16 milliampere. 16 milli means 10 inverse 3. Okay, milli means 10 inverse 3. We all know that. What is the value of higher potential? The value of higher potential is 48 volt. The lower potential value is 12 volt. And what is the value of resistance? The value of resistance is R2. So if we calculate R2, we'll get that R2 is basically 16 times 10 inverse 3 divided by 48 minus 12. Okay, so this is one of my answer. that is 2250 ohm, or in short we can write this as 2.25 kilo ohm. Okay, this is the value of R2. The value of R2 is 2.25 kilo ohm. Now at branch, CD, what do we get from at branch CD? I is equal to same things, higher potential voltage minus lower potential voltage divided by the value of resistance. And what is the value of electric current? The value of electric current is 16 milliampere. That means 16 times 10 inverse 3 is equal to higher potential voltage is 12. What is the lower potential voltage? See, the point D is connected at ground, so the potential at D is 0 volt. Okay, the potential at D is basically 0 volt. So 12 sub minus 0 divided by R3. So what we are getting R3 there. R3 is 12 divided by 16 milliampere, which is 750 ohm, which is basically R2 is basically 750 ohm, or in short we can write that 0.75 kilo ohm. Now what is the value of R4 at branch DE? Okay, at branch DE, same formula, I is equal to higher potential voltage, lower potential voltage by resistance. I is 16 milliampere, so 16 times 10 inverse 3 is equal to higher potential is at 0 volt, lower potential is at minus 20 volt divided by R4. So what is R4, students? We are getting that R4 is equal to 20 divided by 16 times 10 minus 3, that is 1250 ohm, or in short we can write that 1.25 kilo ohm. Okay, see, we have calculated the value of R2, R3 and R4 very easily. Now we need to find the value of R1. To calculate the value of R1, let us draw an illustration here. See, here suppose the voltage drop, okay, suppose the voltage drop across R1 is V1. Let us assume the voltage drop across R1 is V1. The voltage drop across R2 is V2. The voltage drop across R3 is V3, and the voltage drop across R4 is V4. Okay, let us assume this. Now see, what is V2? V2 is basically 48 minus 12. What is 48 minus 12? 48 minus 12 is 36 volt. Okay. Then what is V3? V3 is 12 minus 0. That means V3 is 12 volt. What is V4? V4 is 0 minus 20. Okay, 0 minus 20, that is 20 volt is our V4. Okay, students, I hope you have followed that, because voltage of any resistance is basically the voltage difference among the two ends of that resistor. Okay, now if we draw the circuit here, see, if we are drawing the similar circuit here, this is our 100 volt, here is plus minus V1, this is R1, and here is the resistor R2. This is plus minus V2. This is R3 plus minus V3, and this is R4 or plus minus V4. Now if we apply KVL, okay students, suppose we are applying KVL. So from KVL we know that, the current is entering the positive potential of this resistor R1. So positive V1, then positive V2, then positive V3, then we are getting positive V4, and we are entering the negative potential of 100, so minus 100. Okay, now we need to add them up. And the algebraic sum, is equal to 0. If you haven't seen my lecture on Kirchhoff's voltage law, please see that lecture. Okay, now, or what is the value of V1? The value of V1 is unknown. What is the value of V2? We have calculated the value of V2. The value of V2 is 36. Okay, here is 36. What is the value of V3? The value of V3 is 12. So plus 12. What is the value of V4? That is 20 minus 100 is equal to 0. Or what is the value of V1? See, 100 minus 36 plus 12 is 48, plus 20 68. So 100 minus 60 is 32 volts. So V1 is 32 volt. Since we know the voltage drop across R1, and that voltage drop is now 32 volt, so R1 is basically V1 by I. So V1 is 32, and what is the value of I? I is 16 milliamp. So by calculation, 32 by 16, 2, 1 by milli is kilo ohm, so this is 2 kilo ohm. Okay, so we have calculated the value of R1. So students, this was a difficult problem, okay, or conceptual problem I can say. I hope you have understood the problem. Okay, don't get nervous. If you see any difficult math, just follow your basics, just follow the instruction. I hope then you can be able to solve any problem. Okay, so that's for today. We will start next topic in our next lecture. Thank you.